Okay. I got my glasses adjusted yesterday. It's actually made a big difference. They were up here, not right up, but just an odd adjustment. Just did it very quickly. Never even very good. Just took them, adjusted them, came back to me. Never even asked me what one needed. Very good. I'm a lot more comfortable. Yeah, it's just a random video, really. Stuff. It's a little diary video. I'm intrigued as a video because at the moment there's only literally one video on this that I'd call, that I put a lot of effort into, and that's the very first one I did in terms of, views, because it was actually get a split between the band, this, what they call gaffer tape. They're called they're called gaffer tapes, and I took some photos. I didn't take the photos with the video in mind, but I've got to find again what it's called, the name of the company that does it, but they split the revenue. You choose a band on this list that they have, and you split the revenue with YouTube, something like this anyway. But so I went through my library photos, did a kind of a collage montage. I like it, and I think it fits the video well, and they gave it a thumbs up, and that's got under 150 views, which I'm happy with. I think that's, could be 1 million, 5. It's people, maybe they're not even watching all the way through. Maybe they did. I don't know. I don't know if there's comments available, but I'm not so concerned about social media and views numbers. Probably nice to have 1 billion followers. You can make 1 billion, or you can make billions with the number. It is important for money. It's a free way of getting money, but I'm not gonna kowtow to social media. You'd have to, in the beginning, you realize you can't have music in the background of well-known music, otherwise its algorithms or whatever will detect it. Anyway, yeah, so yeah. But that's what I was going to say. One particular video, looking through it, they've all got like 0 views, 2 views, 9 views, 3, 1. This video, one of the videos, it's got 1,500 views or something. I'm like, what? No idea why. It's just like me virtually sleeping or something. It comes up with 1,500 views. I'm not promoted it. I don't know how that's happened. Anyway, it's funny. Just marking myself a coffee here. It's Sunday morning, just might go to the local church, or sometimes do, because it starts quite late. They're okay in there. I've been there for a long time. It's where I'm staying here at the moment. So this goes back a long way, and I used to go badminton. We used to play in this church hall there. It's all right. It's only a few people turn up to the service. I don't know, even normally without the COVID. Only a few people turn up. You wonder how it survives, actually, because it's a big building. I think it's Church of Scotland, actually, so they maybe get money there from Church of Scotland to keep it going. I think they've got income. They hire out the hall. Maybe it's a bit more commercial, the hall these days. I don't know. Church always has money, I suppose. Anyway. Still struggling a bit with the smoking. Not struggling though. It's not a good word to struggle, but I don't know. It's October, you know. I'm meant to be stopping. I'm meant to be stopping on 3rd December. I said it's either going to be this year or next year. With this COVID and what's been going down, I was thinking of getting married this year, actually, in a church. I sort of have these kind of fantasy weddings. And I haven't actually been married in a church. I don't know if I ever will. I don't know if it's a good thing or not, really. Because often you see these things like the wedding. Is it the wedding singer or something? Well, if you go to a church, you've got to be pretty sure it's going to be this one person, and that's the thing. Is it? The Pussy Riot girl? No, she talks about open relationships. So what? You go to a church and you pledge your allegiance to one person, and you ask God, and then, but actually, you want an open relationship. Oh, I don't know what to mark of it all. Oh, who knows? Maybe it's a fantasy. Maybe it's real. Maybe it's not good. A couple is a good, 2 is a good number, but only God can judge you, as they say, So, if you want to live in a 2 boys and a girl, 2 girls and a boy, 3 girls, whatever. If you want to live in that situation, could work, couldn't it? Someone's going out to work or the other 2 are at home, come back, vice versa. So, I don't know. Why aren't people, all this gay marriage? Yeah, no problem. No problem with that. What about if 3 people want to get married? What about that in the church? Are you allowed that? This is the thing. That's why I like Pussy Riot. They fucking get in. Excuse my French. They get in the church and they play their tune. They go to jail for 2 years and more. They were sentenced. And they got kids. Yeah, there's a brilliant film I just watched last night. About it's just like a half an hour, 25-minute film. Actually, it says at the end, the credits, it gives David Lynch kind of a credit as a consultant or something. It's based on her book, which is called Reading Right, anyway, or her experience. Nadia. Yeah, just very simple, kind of interesting. It's worth rewatching, probably. In English as well, which is interesting. And high production values, the credits at the end. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, I've been looking at this weather here now. It's been rain, a lot of rain. People sleeping out, and they're going to have to find places dry because this is not funny. You're getting really, this is wet and cold. This is not a nice time of year to be out. And what is a nice time of year to be out? In a way, it is, and it isn't. I mean, in the summer, sleeping rough. Well, there's worse things we can do, probably, right? But 24/7 for any years they build up. It takes its toll. I can see it straight off. I've been trying, experimenting. I've always been. Well, no, I say I always have a place to go back to. It's not actually true because I don't have the keys to this place, right? So I have to be back. It's like a curfew. Yeah, I have to be back by 1 at the latest, really. And if I'm not, I'm going to be sleeping out. And, I've got, unless I can get because I haven't been able to get back to my place. Now I got the keys to my place, so I'm much more chilled. The key actually works. It's not dangerous to go. There's a lot of drama down there, but anyway, this is digression. This is my personal. That's like stuff that's going on. I've got to deal with. I've got a date actually as well, but Friday week. I think is it this Friday? No, isn't it this Friday the 9th? I've got to check it on the phone. Find my phone. Maybe this Friday, is it? Shit. Anyway, because I thought this Friday I'm gonna try and put some music out by 5 o'clock this Friday. Because I thought deadlines. That might I was thinking about this when you're at college. You get a deadline for your essay. If it's not in, they don't give you a grade. They don't mark it. It's something, okay, so say it's Friday evening, you can phone them up and say, listen, blah, blah, blah. And they give you maybe extension till, well, if it's a Friday evening, you have to see it's the weekend. You have to work on it all weekend and give it on Monday morning. Sometime I think it was Saturday lunchtime, I could do it as well, I can't remember. It fucks your weekend up, basically. Excuse my French. I was thinking this Friday doesn't give me long because I get some money this week coming in, hopefully, a small amount, but reasonable. It is to do with money, to do with a degree. It gives you, don't like to say it because money, you can live without money. In some ways, you can live frugally. Your mates can help you out on that, but it's not easy. But when you get money, you got the confidence to you just not, it's nice to be able to go into shop and just buy what you want and not be looking at, this costs 10 more than that. I was in the shop yesterday looking at biscuits and I was looking at their own price tag. This one, and I wanted to get a beer, I think, as well. Whatever. And so I had a few quid on me or something. So I was looking at all the prices. There's coffee where it's warm. So. Yeah, so my football team's playing later today, but it's all closed doors. Closed doors. This just drives me nuts. This is something. This is a hobby of mine. Going to football. Sure. I'd like to get into football professionally, but it's a hobby basically. It takes your mind off the week. It's fun. You meet people. That's how I see it. Where I'm going, it's a nice crowd. And I don't know. For the foreseeable future, no crowd. How are they going to this is not good. This is not normal. I've had a bit of a flu. Yeah. Football fans, worried about getting the flu. I had the flu, and actually, I had the flu. Was it that the one when I had? Yeah, but I'm going to relook at that. One of my YouTube, not my YouTube, the one she took, the one. I had the flu then. I was a bit spicy. I was on codeine. Yeah, that was my first game with the new club. It was February or something, I think. Yeah, I'll probably pass it on to all the Arsenal. No, I probably wasn't infectious then. I stayed in bed and I had to. Then that was before the COVID was even mentioned. I had it in February, before March was when it was mentioned. I didn't spread it around. I stayed indoors. Anyway, yeah. Actually, it was a very interesting evening I had with I still can't work it out with this I'm not going to talk about it on camera because But I'm feeling a lot more chilled. That it's still dangerous because people, there's a thing, the Urban Dictionary, that what's it called, dog punch or something. So, but I have had training, the sixth sense that can kick in sometimes, when you punch when you're not lacking. Because I was gelling with Susie the other day, and she didn't punch me, but I was, I can't look after her. She's, she sat down, someone just rushed up to punch her in the face. I was quite a few meters away. I didn't, this just happened, bang, punch her in the face. Like that. You can't. This is on the street with a girl, yeah. So she didn't do it again. Well, no, she did actually go for it again. See, really, we should have restrained her or something. It was just such a blur. I didn't know what was going on. It was. And look at it. Three police turn up and she just walks off. Run. They're not there. Hopeless, basically. Hopeless. They do it on purpose. They just think, it's just people on the street punching each other. It's normal, they don't care. I don't say that. She would, but one of them was like, she was looking at me and was like, this is not good. What's going down here? Street life has learned a lot in the last, this year, basically. It's, but I thought I was getting a bit of a snivels cold last night, but no, not the COVID. It's not maybe just the cold. No, this COVID's not normal what they're doing. What's this? And people, there's a headline on the Metro, and that's been quite, not really, but every day now there's been, you see, the letters are starting to, and maybe the editors realizing, well, and it was, what was it, COVID rebellion or something, rebellion against this. People are thinking, well, is this normal? We're going to be locked in again for a bit of a flu. Yeah. This is a newspaper that I like, and it's quite good. I got a voucher, I get half price every day if I find the right shop. Asylum seekers. The government's ideas are a mix of impractical, inhumane, and unlawful. Maybe they should say that about COVID as well. Asylum seekers. Fair enough. Asylum seekers. The Great Depression came to an end only when warm and budgetary considerations are known. Britain needs a new deal, but all gets confused. What to read here? So I could music. I don't know if you can see that. The newspapers are interesting. There's an art to newspapers. There's something that can be thrown away in a day. But also sometimes when you look back at an old newspaper from years ago, it's interesting. Just look at this is all colours now, but it used to be black and white. It's colours, full colour adverts. Sometimes I think black and white is better in a way. Rashida, what's this? I didn't know if I was coming or going. Rashida Jones gave birth to a son and buried her mother while filming on the rocks. She talks to Emma Brooks about grief, resilience, and challenging Pixar. one out of 20 odd Pixar movies, one was directed by a woman and she was fired. I always think about this, going on about Black Lives Matter and so on, fair enough, racism, no problem, challenging racism. It's not against just black people, of course, it's got to be remembered. But it's a convenience phrase, BLM. BLM. But what about that? I mean, in the art world, they're on about diversity. We've got to have a why so white. No black film directors. Well, actually, there are quite a few black film directors, but very few women film black directors. Well, I don't actually say that. I say quite a few that I'm thinking that they've actually won Oscars. I don't know. I think so. Spike Lee, did he win? No, maybe not. But I think there was the year it was going to be 2 or 3 years. It was that film I haven't watched it. Anyway, maybe there's a bit of a lack of black directors as well. There's a lot of black actors. Certainly, there's a lot of black actors. Not anyway. I'm not getting into that debate. This is not about but women directors. You like to see a lot more. There's German. I mentioned this before. There was a German scene where there was a few couple. There's the famous one in America. The name slips me. She's right. Some film. I've only seen one or two because I haven't been going to cinema for a long time and not been really watching that many videos as I'd like to recently. But yeah, women directors. It's not talked about really, and they're going about. But the other one is the colour thing. I don't know. I think I've mentioned this before as well. I was at a work experience, Riverside Studios, it's called. It's an art centre in Hammersmith. I don't know if it still exists. Should do. And the guy was saying, who was working with, I think she was Irish background, but I'd say, even she might have even been Irish, I'm not sure. And she say, she looks at actors and actresses, she means, when watching a movie. And at the time, I was mainly thinking about how the film is directed. I wasn't, how the actors, good actors and so on. But when she said that, it made me think, and I'm always thinking about the both. Because if you imagine a film, if you're directing, and there's the actors, or vice versa, if you're the actor and you're being directed, it must be a bit of a two-way street. And so a lot of actors, they stick with the same, the De Niro, Scorsese, thing, that type. They stick with the same, Harvey Keitel has been with Scorsese from the beginning. Yeah. My ex-baby mama was used to have a joke about the Harvey Keitel. He started a film called Bar Lieutenant. And she never, I don't know how I watched it. She didn't, I don't know what, because we were living together at the time, I think. So was it before I knew her? And because we used to watch everything together, obviously, when you're living together. Anyway, I'd seen this film, and she hadn't, and there's a scene in it. It's notorious. I don't know if you've seen it, it's notorious. I haven't read the reviews, but so I kind of used to tease her because I'd never tell her what the scene was. I still don't even know if she's watched it to this day. Harvey Keitel, I think it was his birthday. I can't believe, I think he was 80 the other day. No. It's the thing, he's a very interesting actor, Harvey Keitel, but he's a bit, I'd say that the mass public are maybe not so clued up on him as maybe more people who are into film, like really into film, like studying it or whatever. Maybe look at this. Maybe I'm being That's the thing with film. You've got to keep watching every week. You've got to keep up. I lost track. I wasn't, I suppose, watching TV, I suppose. Not film, but just kind of similar medium in some ways. Things like Taggart. I don't know if you know that, if you're based in the UK, they have it overseas, I don't know. It's kind of like a movie in a way, with low budget. Some of them with adverts, but you're not keeping up with film, which. So I get these, I go to the, see, it's got the C at the sex shop, CEX, the sex, CEX, funny name. Exchanging stuff. And amazing, they got amazing, I mentioned this amazing video, 50p, DVD, 50p. Nice packaging. Anyway. And even the good ones you can get, like honestly, our good ones are 50, they're just a bit less than that. I mean, it's because of it's to do with time, isn't it? That when they're brand new, when they're talking £10, probably even in the TX rate. Cinemas have had a rough time. There was a headline, massive $1 billion loss for Cineworld or something. A rough time. Massive investment going into cinemas, and now no customers. It's perfect for people with money in this situation. You're going to be able to pick up assets for pennies in the pound, on the pound, basically. Well, I think so. With a headline with our paper, how do you live with nothing for 6 months? Some people have not been getting nothing. This so-called furlough is not, they come up with these stuff named. And again, what the other thing about the COVID, what is happening in the news that's not, there's a whole inquiry into the Manchester bombing now. That would be front headline news day in, day out. Now it's people don't even know that it's on. So you go on about conspiracy theory. Is it conspiracy theory to say, well, the government are spinning this out because it's helping them? There's no elections. At the moment, this legislation was put in for 2 years. 2 years they put this in for. I said it at the time. 2 years. Why is that? And I said, and I thought the very first thing I saw, I went to the library. I was in the library, and this was back in March, and they're going on about COVID restrictions. And they're saying, I mentioned this before, they're saying, oh yeah, library's shut from tomorrow. I said, well, why aren't they occupying it, these librarians? Shutting libraries. Who shuts libraries? Why didn't they occupy, even if it was just to hand out books or just to, I don't know. I suppose it's idealistic. Not going to happen out there anyway. Not happen in London, people. But, and now I think it might have reopened for internet bookings. So you've got to book on the internet to get into the library. So you already got access to information, basically. You probably got some money. But libraries, they're for everyone. People who've got nothing, to plus rich people, so they're mixed. It's a brilliant thing about our public library. They're for everyone. Everyone's equal in a library. You're just chilling, and it's a nice space just to have. All closed. Unbelievable. Since March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. 8 months. 8 months. Library shut. 8 months. Discos. Nightclubs. Dancing. No dancing. People getting fat. That for young people, that's they're keeping fit, going out dancing on Friday, Saturday night after, you might be working in an office, burn off all that energy Friday, Saturday night. Meet a girl, meet a boy. No, what now? Stuck indoors looking at this fucking screen in a night and day. I'm not. I'm out every my steps has gone up. I'm doing at least 8 miles a day. You know what I mean? Walking, running. Maybe if I stop my smoking, that would be coming more as well. But let's see. Drinking might be worse than smoking. I don't know which one. I think smoking's worse than drinking. If you can drink, you can. There are safe levels of drink, whereas smoking, it's not really. I say that, but it's got the nicotine. If you filter nicotine, and also weed, nice drug. What can you do? We got to live like, just drink beer, no extra curricular drug. Beer is the most dangerous as well with alcohol, because you build up tolerance, and you don't have breaks from it. It's another poison. Coffee is a poison. Well, it isn't actually. Coffee is quite healthy for you, but if you have too much, you get getting hyper. Anyway, it's all random. So, what the point of it was, I've got to find out if I've got something. Is a thing this Friday, or is it next Friday, dear? Or I've got to be somewhere for this. Help me clear the flat out or do some work on my house, my place. If it's the following Friday, anyway, so either this Friday, next Friday, I should make it this Friday deadline. It might have to be Thursday, because I've got to be down there for Friday. The deadline forward, if it's because I get mine hot for this, but I don't know. It's a matter of getting us. I see that the thing with studio, I can see why home studio is tricky, because, well, for number one, you might want to make a massive noise with a drum kit, all right? And that's, the neighbors are going to be banging on your door, basically. So that's why a studio is good in that way. And also the other thing is the background noise. Okay, maybe 3 a.m, it's silent, but it could always be stunting. In here, I've got drip and tap, I've got traffic, we've got bad sound. Yeah. Neighbors upstairs sometime. Someone could walk in the room in this house, I love her. Yeah, maybe. Maybe I'm going to be single this Christmas again. Lovely, Who knows? I'll have my imaginary girlfriends. Just come, the week of Christmas, just go random round the street, excuse me, darling, I'm single. Do you want to come back to mine for Christmas? Yeah. Okay, well, at least I have got somewhere to go back to. I don't think I'm going to be evicted for a while. As I keep volume down, actually, which I can do. And get some headphones and just stick by the rules for a year. I thought it was, when they said this eviction notice, It's actually it's giving you a year's probation to be silent, basically, because I've been making a lot of noise sometime, making noise which annoys these. Yeah, I won't go into it, who they are. They're part of it. But the issue as well, though, is the dogs. That is an issue that does rile me up. That they can get away with the fact that they got dangerous dogs. Some of them are more dangerous people, dangerous dogs, and they can get away with it. And I'm the one who's going to be evicted, supposedly. We'll see whether I should stay there or move on. Maybe, who knows, maybe I have another child, if I find the right person or persons. And Bernie Eccleston having a child in his 80s. And he wants more with his wife or girlfriend. Bernie Eccleston in his 80s. Child. Getting brighter now as I sit outside. I'm very self-conscious. I don't know why that is. My image is a few things. Well, I haven't shaved either, so yeah, it's looking too hard. And haircut in quite a while. I'll get money next week. That's going to be number one as well. Haircut. Because for men it's only a tenner once a month. Get on the train. Very interesting girl on the tram bucket. She had interesting nails. That's the thing. She spends £35 on them. It's once a month, I think. She kind of keeps them up over a month, but professional nails. And she had a beautiful. She spent a lot of time getting up to go out. She's she's going out Saturday night, and you start early. Because she's going. That was about 5 o'clock. Because it shuts at 10. Normally you're going out on a Saturday night. It's often going out at whatever, 10, 11, because it shuts at 3 or 5 or whatever. I didn't go out last night. I haven't got a key for here. If I had a key, I would have gone back out. But I slept and had quite a bit of sleep, which is good. Money. Yeah, girlfriend. So maybe I'll stop doing this. I'll start calling because this I call October 4. So maybe I'll start doing October 5, October 6, 7, 8. See where we get to by the end of the year, by the end of this week. If I put something out. I like this YouTube as a this is more just a personal diary. Also, I put some music on here, and then I can obviously I own that. I don't know if they own it or I own it. I can record it myself, re-record it from. It's like a time machine. It's interesting. I was listening to Lily Allen audiobook last night, her autobiography. You get a free sample. It's very interesting, very honest, which I like. Honesty, that's so important to try if you want more characteristic of people. I don't know if it's a characteristic or something that some people just seem to be I don't know if it's something you can get better people. You got to believe that people can change, become more honest. I don't know if it's something you're born with or not born with, but like you grow up with being honest or something. You grow up being dishonest. And I think you can change because there's people. I met people out of prison. Maybe they've been thieving and whatever, and they don't want to go back to prison, so they don't thieve no more. Really, so there's a reform people. Maybe it's similar with honesty. People who lie in the past can be honest, who knows? But I've always been honest. That's my thing. I always say that. I said to people, I was saying to Zuzu, You can ask me anything you want, and I'll tell you the truth, or I'll just maybe not answer. I'll sort of I won't give a lie. I won't tell you a lie, but I'll just say, well, I don't want to answer that at the moment. Maybe I'll tell you later. But I won't lie as such. I can see girls they embellish the truth. Is that a phrase, if you want, or and there's also a phrase, what you don't know doesn't hurt you. Which I don't know. I don't know if I go along with that. There's a book somewhere in this house called Lies and Secrets. Secrets. I always think if when I have a girlfriend, I tell them everything. Even if it's on where to write it down. If you can't say face to face, no, it's bad. Whatever. Don't think, everything. I always think it's, secrets. And it's funny, I always think, I wonder if I date someone who's like in the public eye and they've had some bad shit go down in their life and it's been a public record, because I don't really go out of my way to look at. Well, I don't say that. I suppose I'm like everyone, the guilty pleasure, you're fascinated by celebrity lifestyles or whatever. But I'm not. I went through a phase of buying, when I split up from ex-Bama, I went through a phase of buying those weird magazines that even bought Hello, that magazine. Some of the photos of that. Anyway, that's what my point was. If you date a celebrity, then and all this shit has been in public record, court cases or whatever. It's something, it's, for example, the stolen sex tapes, right? That one, I've seen a couple of them. I'll be honest, but I don't agree with it one bit. I'd never ever release anything like that. I remember, it's sick, basically. It's evil to do it. I mean, so okay, I'm complicit watching it, but sometimes no, it's just something, the revenge, and they're calling it revenge porn. It shouldn't really. That porn is like it's not porn, because porn is really, it's people being paid to work to do sex acting. This is blackmail, basically, or like revenge. Just revenge, evil revenge. Evil. The best revenge, is to to become success, to grow from your experiences, and to respect your ex if you want. The little mixed thing. Shout out to your ex. I think that's very good. How can you do that if they've done that to you? You know what I mean? It's a subject. But the frightening thing is the deep fakes. I think I mentioned this. The deep fakes, a new form of thing. That can get any face and put it onto a scene. It's just so, what does it all mean? It's to do with the face-to-face. It's very, very interesting. So, Azuz's boyfriend, current, or I don't know, she's current boyfriend. But she I was chatting with this boy, and I'm hearing stuff that this, he did that, she did this, he told her to do that, da. I'm talking to him and he gave his explanation. I don't know if it's all true. I don't know him that well. This is the third time I met him, but this time there was no girl to be jealous over in person anyway, right? He kind of saying, I was just sitting with his girlfriend. He come up, this is my girlfriend. No, she is, in her place. We just, we went out for the night together. We're not out, but just gelling together for the day, for the night. Going out for a couple of beers together, basically, and the train and stuff. And I don't know if he's an honest person as such. I can see he is an interesting person. I can see the different side of it now. That why she attracted to him and maybe want to stay with him, maybe not. But he does, it's. I don't talk about people's. I don't talk about my personal life. I don't like to talk about other people and rumors about. I don't get into that. I talk about what I've done, what I've seen, and what I know. Okay, and I don't really like to kiss and tell as such. Not that there's any kiss and tell with his boy. We went, so I don't say nothing of it really. I might one day I'll do my memoir of some sort and it come out in my art, my music, and people can pick things up as I go along. But I don't do that kiss and tell shit. That's just another thing. I mean, say you went out with a celebrity, right? And then the ex-newspaper, typically the Sun, basically, come along and they say, right, we'll give you 10,000 to tell your story, or more, 100,000 to tell you, depending on the celebrity, to tell your story about what they're up. That's why I like the sex worker. There's a code, the sex worker code. I'm sure there's lots of footballers and that go and spend the night with the sex worker. Why not? Yes or no? I don't know if you believe in that, if it's good or bad. Like I said, I wouldn't. Well, I don't know. I'm not. This is a different subject anyway from what I'm talking about. We're talking about kiss and tell. So, but from what I gather, the code in a way is that I could go out with the footballer or whatever, but they won't tell. You know. But maybe not. Maybe that's, I don't know. Maybe some people can be turned. But money is very seductive, very seductive. And there's a brilliant end-up line. I can't remember exactly, but sometimes more pain. The more money, the more pain. And I can go along with that. You know, it's funny when you got nothing, you find out who your friends are, who your mates are, who's calling you when you've got nothing. Who's gelling with you when you've got nothing. you know and then who wants to know you when you got money? And then okay, so say you get a small amount, but then what about you multiply that by 10,000? You're getting £1 million a week coming in, not every 10 years, £1 million a week, or every £1 million. You're talking every 10 years. That's a lot as well, isn't it? That's 100,000 a year. Not many people are on that. £1 million a week or more, £3 million a week, whatever it is. These crazy figures, I can't even get around my head. Is it 3 million a week they're on? I think they're on that. 50. What was no, 300, no, a third of £1 million a week, sorry. Is it? Anyway, whatever it it's in dollars, $500,000 a week, whatever, $500,000 per week. Okay, we're talking money, basically, big money that in a week you could probably make your last lifetime you invested it globally. And they're picking that up every week. So who are they going to be their mates? Yeah, they're going to have to pay for security, or unless they've got a mate that can do it. All right, they're going to have to pay for everything, basically. Because who's I don't know how that works. It's fascinating to be extremely rich, to be honest. Because I've experienced both. I've experienced, very, very extreme, low level income. And I had money for a period when, which I wasted, but the experience is, you can't take it with you, as I said. But you do have to invest. What is this COVID crisis? What? Digital. What's this? Medical records. COVID-19 emergency authorized by the Secretary of State for Health and Social Care. Opt-outs will not be implemented. This strange letter from the NHS, Yes, the conspiracy. Is it a conspiracy? I don't know. Anyway. Oh, probably be bad from saying that. Oh, on YouTube. Anyway. Yeah, quite tired, but I like it. I didn't sleep. It's good. I've been catching up, man, because last week I've been doing a lot. Okay, that's October 4. Let's see if I put some music out this week. I want to get CD. I like CD. I know CDs aren't the thing. Yeah, it's all streaming. You got to get it onto Apple, etc. But I'd like a CD, and something, let's see. And it's okay. Bye.